What's up guys, Doggo back for Retro Bros. This is the new 2023 Game Room Tour. Welcome to Retro Stadium. We're here, and as you can see, quite a bit has changed, guys. Quite a bit. Let's just do that because you can see quite a bit has changed in the Retro Stadium, baby. It is looking sweet. Very, very happy. It's not the biggest room, so I've done as much as I possibly can to make this room the best. But let's do a tour, shall we? Obviously, as we entered the room, you've got a couple things just behind the door, guys. A couple things. The Super Mario Brothers poster, along with these. These are actually from the arcade machine, Cruisin' USA. And there it is, Cruisin' USA. The headers, the original headers for the arcade machine, just showcasing it. Then, of course, you've got the game wall, which hasn't changed, I guess, as much over the years. It hasn't really. I'm probably even cold to make some room, guys. You've got the Call of Duty collection on PC, some Mega Drive games right there boxed, some random stuff on the shelves, which, you know what, this has just fallen off, so I just chucked it there, but that's okay. The original Nintendo. Then you got this Super Nintendo, some boxed minty games in there. Then you've got the 64 collection, guys. 64, everyone loves the 64. Of course, signed by Mario Martinet. Hang on, Charles Martinet. That was his name, Charles Martinet.
Hi, I'm Charles Martinet. I do the voice of Super Mario. Here we go! Woohoo!
Yeah, the guy that did the voice of Mario. Two wicked signatures on the main games of the 64. Love that. Then you got some PlayStation goodies. Some of the games that I just loved playing as a kid. I've culled a lot of them, actually. Some PlayStation collection. Then you've got the PS2. A couple of slim PS2s and a whole bunch of cool games right there in that sleeve. And you come over here towards the bar area, guys. This is the bar area. Loving it at the moment. You got a few random novelty items on the Nintendo shelf. As you can see, there's some Game Boys, Atari goodies. The Street Fighter shelf. This one here is the I Am 8-bit cartridge, Super Nintendo cartridge, the red cartridge. I love that. I did a video on that. Got some figurines, the American tour that myself and DJ Thicky did. We went to all the casinos in Las Vegas. The little Atari shelf and a Game Gear shelf just down there showcasing some old school goodies. We come across to the bar. Well, this is where I inbuilt the Pandora's Box arcade, and it runs straight up to that with a billion games. Street Fighters, 1942s, just everything you can really think of is on here. You can sit here, have a drink with some mates, play any game you want on that. So that's pretty cool. And you come around the bar, there's the bar fridge and the beers. A few beers that can't even fit in there. A few random sports posters. I love my West Coast Eagles. Some Bruce Lee action. And you've got another little arcade. Just a tiny little bar top. And it's got like Space Invaders, Galaga, all those really 80s old school shit, Pac-Man. A few glasses for some, then a few coasters. These are just coasters, guys. Little PlayStation coasters. Super Mario World, the old school Turtles board game from the 90s. Up here I've just got some whiskies. I love tasting my whiskies, having a little taste test with a couple of mates. Quite nice ones right there. Some wrestling memorabilia. That's the SummerSlam me and Thicky went to in 2015. Lesnar versus Taker. So privileged to have watched that and to see a live pay-per-view in America. Some sporting trophies up there. Let's back out. Oh, I think I might have just gone through this. This is the new podcast setup, guys. We're going to be launching a podcast in 2023. I've got another mic ready to go, hooked up. The proper setup, guys. Looking forward to getting into this. It's going to be fantastic. Myself and Double D, Dion, are going to be interviewing some people, really interesting people, about their lives and where they've ended up to now. Really interesting. All the way from an Aussie pro wrestler to an actress who went to Warner Brothers to try to do a career over there. Really interesting stuff. We've got it planned for 2023, all ready to go. I'll even put the link down in the description. We've got a few DVDs. I still hold on to the DVDs. Just ones that I love to watch, and classics, man. Just absolute classics, mostly action. And then you've got the Hyper Wall, baby. The Hyper Wall. Sitting right next to, yep, you saw it, the Outrunners original 1993 or 1994 arcade machine that myself and Dion renovated. There's a whole playlist series on the renovation of this machine. It was completely buggered when we originally got it, but we renovated it. We did a whole new header, cleaned it right up to make it look sweet and looking mint. And then we've got up here, of course, we've got a arcade 1-up Street Fighter 2. Whew, doesn't end. Just above we've got a monitor which is basically linked up to the computer monitors, so we can basically watch whatever we want, live stream it from the computer, or that's where the Retro Bros are going to keep an eye on the live Mario Kart chats that were going on, because there it is, of course, Mario Kart 64, the #1 game here in Retro Stadium, and all the systems, the great systems that we grew up playing. I haven't got them all, but I don't need them all because I didn't play them. This is all nostalgia from my childhood, guys. Absolutely love it. Mario Kart 64, the game over sign, which I probably should actually turn on for this, eh? I thought I had it on. Maybe it didn't. Maybe it's not working anymore. Ah, there we go. Guys, look at that. So there we got the big TV. We come over to the Mortal Kombat 1-up. Oh, man. I love this playing in the background. It feels like I'm in an arcade, man. Got the background music of all these. This is what Time Zone was all about in the 90s for me, anyway. I've even got some wrestling VHSs, because you know what, early wrestling, 80s and 90s, grew up watching this, man. I grew up watching these, and I freaking loved collecting them. I still definitely want to get a few more, that's for sure. They're not as easy to come by anymore. Definitely not as easy to come by. But I absolutely love them. And then we come across to the movie wall, which is, you know, I got some TV shows, obviously. The Walking Dead, big fan of it. May have died off in the last couple of seasons, but still pretty cool. Then I've got the Ultimate MacGyver, sliders from the 90s. Jean-Claude Van Damme, guys, my absolute hero growing up as a kid. All his VHS, the good ones. The good ones. And then, of course, coming over to the big man himself, Arnie Schwarzenegger. His classic action movies from the 90s, and I just love that, man. And 80s and 80s and 80s. And some, the large discs, what are they called? Laser discs. Picked up a few of those over the last year or two, and just randomly showcasing some of those classics. Predator, the ultimate movie. Some DVDs in the middle. Got this recently. Pretty cool Predator figurine sitting nicely. That's the original Predator as well. I love that. Love that. Then we got Dutch in heat mode. I think that's the Predator 2. I think that's the Predator 2 one. And I've got these as well, guys. Look at these. From the old video shop. Video Easy magnets. Fridge magnets. You don't see those very often anymore. And then a few of my classic VHSs growing up as a kid. Action movies, baby. Look, American Ninja, Lethal Weapons, Speed, Firewalker, man, Chuck Norris, Stargate, the original cases. You got some Sly Stallone with some cliffhangers and Demolition Man. More Chuck Norris, Inner Space. That even gets a mention in there. All the Rambos. Mac and Me, what an underrated movie. Then you got some Alien VHS's Predator, some Sonic and Rayman. Like, look at that. That's me hiring them out in the video store, guys. Absolutely. And then of course a new addition, the Turtles arcade machine. Look at this. That just brings back memories, walking into Time Zone, the arcades, and that music playing. I love it. Absolutely love it. Turtles in Time. It's got the Turtles in Time and the original arcade on there. Man, I love this. I love it. I love the setup. I'm finally... I don't know if I could fit any more in this. Like, for this size room, it's pretty damn cool. I can't fit much more into it. Coming in here, sitting down, you can play all these consoles, have some one-on-one matches. I freaking love it, man. I freaking love it. Let's have another little walk around as we go. Didn't even mention those on top, the Nightmare, the Killer Instinct, SNES box. And there you have it. The Game Room Retro Stadium. Pretty cool, guys, pretty cool. I love this place. It's my little sanction to come out, hang out, invite some mates around and drink some beers and have some fun. Until next time, Doggo, look out, 2023 baby, come back with a thunder. Me and DJ Thicky. Thanks for watching, guys. Peace.